Hi everybody, so this is A.R.S.E, the Random Son that Explains. This is MK Ultra. He wanted to say hi. And then today we're going to do a little talk on Pillar 47 of Gobekli Tepe. So, for those of you unfamiliar with Gobekli Tepe, it's a temple that's located in Turkey that's about 10,000 years old, maybe a little bit older, like 10,500 years old. And it's thought to mark the end of the Younger Dryas period. Next to Gobekli Tepe, the city named Tepe. That city dates to about 14,000 years ago. So, and it was occupied throughout the Upper and Younger Dryas events, all the way down to, I think, to maybe about 1,000 years after Gobekli Tepe was built. Tepe was still in use. So it was a city that was occupied for about 5,000 years, and it was pretty large. They're not done excavating it, and the range of population estimates go for anywhere from 20,000 to 200,000. So Gobekli Tepe, nobody lived there. It was just purely like a temple, and like I said, it's dated to about 1,000 years after the Younger Dryas event. And inside of Gobekli Tepe, or a part of it, is what's known as Pillar 47. On Pillar 47, there's a vulture, a scorpion, and another symbol. They're thought to be the astrological signs or the constellations, the representation. It's thought that the vulture represents Sagittarius, but I don't think it does. I think it represents Virgo, because the progression of the sun or earth would have been the age of Virgo at that time, dating before and after the Upper and Younger Dryas, and about the time that Tepe was occupied, it would have been the age of Virgo. So I think that Pillar 47 represents Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio as we know them now. But on the pillar, it's a vulture, a scorpion, and another symbol. So above, on the top of Pillar 47, there seems to be 3 sunrises. And I think they date to 12,800 BC, which is the Upper Dryas event, 11,600 BC, 1200 later, which is the Younger Dryas event, which was a solar flare that ended with post-water event B. The Upper Dryas was a comet, which I referenced in The Lost Sailor. And then the third sunrise, I think, represents either the finish of or the beginning of the building of Gobekli Tepe. Interestingly enough, it was buried on purpose, and it wasn't found for like many years, up until very recently. So, yeah, it's like a 10,000-year-old temple. And I think like Pillar 47, the vulture represents the constellation of Virgo, because that would have been the age of Virgo when this was in use. And it also encapsulated the Upper and Younger Dryas events. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah, I wanted to, like I said, just mention that I think the theory or the proposition that the vulture might represent Sagittarius is wrong. If it is Sagittarius, the vulture, that means that Gobekli Tepe, the dates on there would date to like 17,000 years ago, or 20,000 years ago, to about 17,000 years ago. So that's a lot farther back than the Younger Dryas, Upper and Younger Dryas events. Anyways, so that's my talk on Gobekli Tepe. Yeah. Namaste. Good night. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.